In backyards and sheds across Australia, a new breed of revhead has turned the blowtorch on old American trucks and bashing out mean rat rods and classy cruisers. Back in the day, Aussie farmers and outback truckies just loved the sleek look, reliability and grunt of the new American imports. They were left to rot in paddocks and makeshift lean-tos right across the country. Enter Lance and Pete, the truck hunters.
Not a bad old bomb.
These larrikin motorheads are burning rubber cross-country, going head-to-head with hard-dealing Aussies.
It's a bargain, $4,000.
Hustling the best deals for Yankee wheels. The plan? To rescue classic American trucks before the scrap metal dealers crush them into oblivion.
Some paddocks can have 200 cars in it, gone forever. What bloke has a right to do that?
I just really enjoy going out and getting them before the scrap dealers.
If they're lucky, the boys might make a few bucks selling the trucks to passionate revheads on a mission to build their own personal dream machines. But for Lance and Pete, it's all about the thrill of the hunt.
I just love seeing it go to a good home and get it back on the road again, and they'll be driving around.
In this episode of Truck Hunters, Lance and Pete brave the wild weather in hot pursuit of a classic GMC. But out in the bush, convincing suspicious locals to part with their valuable motors
Did you think I was honest?
is never going to be easy.
Pissing down, Lance.
Probably won't rain as we get going anyway.
It's a morning that could drown a rat in Still City, Wollongong.
All ready to go.
A little sky juice won't stop Lance and Pete doing what they do best.
Let's go!
Hitting the road on the hunt for classic American trucks.
What I'm really looking for is a Diamond T's, and these 48 to 53 Chevys are popular. There's a lot of people put them on Holden chassis, and for some reason they really like them.
Lance has a customer who's chasing a beaten-up 1950s GMC. Back in the 50s, the GMC was sold as an ultra-modern truck of the day, but it was basically a minor reworking of the Chevy design. These days, a rusty old GMC could pocket Lance and Pete a decent profit. These banged-up old machines are being transformed into rat rods, a bit of shabby chic, part rusty, part restored. The boys are on the open road. It's just another day at the office for the truck hunters.
Peter's been travelling around with me quite a bit, and he just loves coming along for the ride, and we're like a bit of an adventure, and he gets the shits a bit when we don't stop at the cake shops.
He won't stop at any cake shops. He just gets up, an old truck. He starts at Sparrowfart in the morning, 3 o'clock, some ridiculous hour. Goes like a mongrel dog that gets there. It doesn't stop hardly anywhere.
After 5 hours pedal to the metal, the hunt starts deep in coal mining country and onto the town of Moonby, home to an infamous family of hot rod fanatics.
Oh, that sunlight, Lance.
He's got a couple of dogs, but if you don't go near them, they won't bite you.
Is it a people-eating dog?
They'll probably be chained up.
Woo. Buddy.
There you go, mate. Another pile of junk.
Yeah, man.
We're going to the dump with this.
No. We'll use it. G'day.
This revhead family has the magic touch, turning piles of junk like this into mean machines like this.
Oh, the headlight buckets are good.
Yeah.
That's 2 bits that are okay. What's this hiding under the foam? Look at the wheels under the arse end of it.
Ugly as. People love them.
Lincoln and his dad have been through every farm in the area, tracking down classic old cars. Their little black contact book is worth its weight in gold.
Hey, listen, what I'm after And I got a friend of mine down home, he's after a 48 to 53 Chevy truck or even a GMC. So I don't know if you know anybody that's got one, or if you've got something around here, I don't know, I've just got to try and find one.
You know, like Chevy, GMC.
In this game, information is currency. Lance is banking on his reputation to make young Lincoln spill the beans.
There's a guy in Tinga. He might have a GMC.
Yeah, okay.
He had one, I don't know, he might still have one. I can give him a call.
Yeah, that'd be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Lincoln and his father know the value of those trucks. Why would they let Lance have it? You know, they could sell it themselves and make a couple of bucks here and there. But they're happy to pass it on because they know in the long run, Lance will return the favour.
How'd you go, Lincoln? All right?
Yeah, good, he's home.
Yeah, okay, rightio.
And he said just meet you at the pub, so Tinga pub.
At Tinga pub.
Yeah.
There's a name mentioned, McMillan the villain. Now, what's the immediate image you get from McMillan the villain? He's got hairs on the palm of his hands, 7 foot tall, and he eats people for breakfast.
Yeah.
The truck hunters have busted out of Steel City, Wollongong in search of a classic 1950s GMC. After one day on the road, they think they've hit pay dirt with a hot tip from the Hot Rod boys.
He said just meet you at the pub, so Tinga pub.
At Tinga pub.
Yeah.
But Lance and Pete are wondering what the hell they've gotten into.
And so we thought, we're going to this pub in the middle of, God knows where. Look at McMillan the villain.
There's only one pub in the dusty outback town of Tinga, and the truck hunters are feeling lucky.
Do you know a guy, a villain named McMillan?
But it looks like the villain has fled the scene.
He was talking to someone yesterday and then mentioned that he had a few trucks out here somewhere or something.
Where is the man in question? Is he around?
The locals are cautious, but the truck hunters know that in a small town like Tinga, everyone knows everyone intimately.
He's my ex-husband-in-law.
Ex-husband-in-law. His ex-wife is married to McMillan the villain. So the connection is ridiculous.
Anyway, he said, I'm here to have a blue with Scrubber. A Towie's blue. A Towie's blue. Because my name's Scrubber.
Scrubber's drawing a mud map to the villain's hideout. According to local legend, it's a place stacked with trucks and broken hearts.
Here in the drought, he was telling me one day his driveway was the only place in New South Wales that was green. Because all the women going out that he hunted, they were crying their eyes out and they irrigated it. Tell him that. We'll leave that. Yeah. Good.
You got the mud map?
It's a big country where the roads are long and the heat will cook your tires. We're going bush where the trucks are found. It's a long and dusty drive. Truck hunters, it's another day. Truck hunters, with a diesel gray. Truck hunters, rusty and old truck hunters. Go, truck hunters.
So we're going left to Old Armadale Road. Here we are, Old Armadale Road. There's a dip in the road and a culvert and Knapsdale's on the top.
Causeway?
Here's the causeway.
The villain might be one step ahead of the truck hunters, but they're on his scent and won't give up till they find him.
There's a whole pile of junk in here.
Look,
but where
there.
the
What's
bins
that
are.
sign there?
It might not be home. We'll just walk up there and see.
Yeah.
Invitation only. Trespassers will be shot.
McMillan the villain. We didn't know what he was, whether he's a 7-foot giant or a dwarf. So we're standing at the gate and this bloke starts walking over. Are you McMillan the villain?
I'm McMillan the villain.
We've heard about you, read it, are you? Peter.
Hey, hi.
We're talking to the guy down the scrubber down the pub.
Scrubber?
Yeah.
Me.
Once we met him, he was a gem. He talked the ears off a cauliflower, really friendly and a good bloke. What do you run?
Sheep, kangaroos, koala bears and rabbits.
Mad view from here. It's a beautiful spot, isn't it?
Well, mate, I thought I'd fill that up with ex-women, but I haven't yet.
That's it. McMillan the villain. I think his real name's Mark. I'm not too sure.
Still going.
A lot of farms, once something goes onto the farm, it never leaves. So you can nearly track the family or mechanical history of the farm by the equipment.
I'm the 6th generation, and so imagine how much gear we got.
Broken tractors, trucks, a couple of HQ utes and tabletops.
The villain has loads of bits and pieces, but nothing that Lance wants.
44.
Yeah, 40-something.
It's all either too busted up, rusty, or just plain ugly.
So what's the one over here further? Looks like a 39 over here.
Do you know anything different about it?
It's got that ugly wide cab on it.
Ugly, ugly, ugly on all fronts, every angle.
39.
It's a 39, but it's got an ugly wide cab. I hate those cabs.
Lance is very narrow in his search field, you know, and some things are just ugly. You can't make some things nice.
Someone has created a monster, welding a bus cab to the back of a rare 39 Chevy and bastardising it with Holden panels. It's the Frankenstein of trucks.
Too much roof, too much window. There's no style or shape. It's like a blitz truck. A blitz truck is what they use for army. Well, there's nothing nice about it. They just wanted to go there and knock things over. You know, there's no style about it.
What sort of money on this?
4 grand.
4 grand.
4 grand.
Yeah, well, for me that's
too much.
Too much for me because I've got to come up here and get it
I know, yeah. Well,
and to go to
that's
Wollongong.
Sort of,
and I wouldn't want that cab.
Lance is turning his back on the ugly duckling, but a little beauty has caught his eye, tucked away at the back of the paddock.
That's a 54.
What's your plan for this, Mark?
This is for sale.
Is it?
This is for sale.
This pretty little 54 Chevy could solve all Lance's problems, but there's a reason they call this guy Macmillan the villain. The price he's asking is daylight robbery. The truck hunters are on the scent of a rusty old 1950s GMC.
I've got a friend of mine down home, he's after a GMC.
For an eager customer keen to transform it into a rat rod truck. The boys have been led on a wild goose chase by an outback hustler called Macmillan the villain.
Do you know a villain named Macmillan?
They've finally tracked him down, but he's holding them to ransom over a sweet little Chevy.
This was going to be a fire truck.
Okay.
And it sat there for about 20 years, maybe 28,000 mile on.
And what are you looking at for this?
We have to talk to the missus. We've got about 4 blokes interested in it at the moment. Yeah, I'm not whinging.
The villain's asking 10 grand for the red Chevy.
Do you want it?
Not interested.
It's a good price in fairyland, but for Lance, anything over 3 grand, and he's walking away.
But the worst part about these complete cars is that the generation that admired and wanted to drive a car original from the 30s, 40s, 20s, they're all pretty much dead. They're gone. Poor old Macmillan the villain sees this truck as a terrific thing because it's all complete. But all the blokes like Lance and the guys that do these things up, they only want the cab, maybe the chassis, and pretty much nothing else.
No deal, no sale. But Lance isn't leaving empty-handed.
He was a good bloke, no deal was struck. But we got to break the ice with him.
Thank you very much for showing us around.
Lance wastes no time tapping into the villain's local contacts with a lead on a bloke called Brody, who's hiding a GMC in his back paddock. But the villain says Brody's no pushover. He drives a hard deal, and that's if he even turns up. It's already been a long day, and patience is running low. But Lance wants to clap eyes on the GMC to restore his faith in humanity. This could be just the truck he's looking for. But the mysterious Brody won't pick up his phone.
How you going, buddy? It's Lance here. It says 10 Ks into Tingra. We'll meet you at the pub. We'll see you in a minute. Thanks, mate. Bye, mate. Bye.
At first he was really getting dirty because Brody wouldn't answer his phone. And you know, I don't know how we got on before without phones, but it worked. But when someone's got a phone they don't answer, that really pisses people.
Lance and Pete have no option. They have to trust that Brody's going to show up in Tinga.
No stopping, but I'm stopped.
The place is a ghost town. Things have been real quiet around here since the tin mining boom went bust back in the 1930s.
You never recommend it for anybody holiday there, but what a place Tingha is.
All the shops were closed, there's nobody there, the pub was still open, but that's about all.
The baker closed down because the newsagent closed down. The newsagent closed down because they couldn't get milk anymore. Hey guys, what are you doing today?
You should be here soon, I'd say.
An hour of excruciating boredom later and Brodie's a no-show.
Won't be hard to find if there's nobody in town, everyone's left.
It's 2 hours and counting when a solitary vehicle rolls into town.
So man. Peter.
Brodie, how you going?
Hey, brother.
How you going, mate? Lance.
Brodie, how you going?
Buddy? How far out of town are you?
Oh, I'm about 2 k's out of town.
Yeah, rightio.
1 k out, then 1 k of dirt road, so...
I hope he's not taking us on a wild goose chase. There's kangaroos everywhere, going through this little bush track, shocking road, trying to shake me truck to pieces.
The corrugations in the road, I reckon it rattled every filling out of my head and every nut off the car.
Brodie might only be a few k's out of town, but it looks like the middle of nowhere.
Beautiful.
Brodie's sitting on a fine collection of trucks, and pride of place is a 1950 GMC.
Wow, there's that truck, the one that I've been chasing. It's not a Chevy, okay, it's a GMC, but she looks all right. She looks pretty good.
Lance falls in love with it. It's what he's after.
Yeah, what sort of money are you asking for this one?
I think around 4,000.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
The GMC is exactly what Lance is chasing, but there's no way he's parting with $4,000 for the pleasure.
Yeah. It's like 1,600 Ks, it just adds up, you know, we're here, I know, but yeah, I don't know.
If he wants to cover cost, he's going to have to squeeze Brodie down. The truck hunters are burning rubber halfway across New South Wales in search of a 1950s GMC. They've duelled with villains.
Did you think I was honest?
And been stranded in ghost towns, but they've finally hunted down the truck they're looking for. The hunt is over, but hard-dealing Brodie won't budge on the price.
4,000.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
4 is way up there, but you know, I'm thinking around 2. So.
And neither will Lance. It's a standoff.
You're all right, I suppose, you know.
Yeah, right,
Oh, dent in the roof?
These 1950s GMCs were part of a mass migration of American trucks to Australia.
It's not bad, but still.
Modern and reliable, they did the hard work, helping turbocharge the local grazing and agricultural industries. They're not just good looking, they're part of Australia's history. And both Lance and Brodie know their true value.
Yeah, it's not a bad old truck. A little bit knocked around here and there, but you've got to expect that from an old farm truck. 4 is way up there, but you know, I'm thinking around 2. So if you can sort of come somewhere between 2 and 3, maybe even, you'd be all right, I suppose, you know. But we're here. I don't want to go home without anything, so you know, around 3 grand, I'd say, you know, if you take that. I know it's $1,000 less, but.
Mate, there's a bunch of bills coming up here. You know that.
Yeah, I've got to build my shed too, so.
Oh God.
So what do you reckon?
Yeah, that'll do.
All right, mate.
All right.
Fair deal.
It's a deal,
That was all right.
and not a minute too soon. Lance and Pete need to get this truck loaded before nightfall, but the GMC won't leave without a fight.
We had to get the back wheels off. So, yeah.
They're pretty loose, so get them all going. I've got a ratchet there too as well.
Okay. Absolute witness. Tight. Longest. Any magic elixir in your truck, Lance, like WD-40? One thing I really like about Lance is he spares no expense on good tools. He's got a brand new bit of pipe about a foot long, a monkey wrench, and that's about it.
That's 1 out of 32.
One day he might get it.
That one's a mongrel.
Pete,
Yo!
look, bit of WD.
I'll give it a shot now. Right. Thank you, mate. Been a while since these has found lubricant, you reckon, Brad? If we leave you this can, next time you sell something to Lance...
Spray it up beforehand.
Can you spray it? I'll give you $1 when I get here.
I thought he was going to have a rattle gun next time.
Yeah. A winch is only $120 from Aldi, probably $400 from a, U-Butte four-wheel drive joint, and you can save busting your ass.
I'm pooped. Haven't got undone yet, Pete.
And there's only about 80 to go. There's about 12 nuts or something. So I've taken them off and I've gone the other side. And Lance goes there with a crowbar and tries to pull the wheel off. And he's swinging and carrying and trying to get off, but it won't come off.
There's the nut on here.
Huh?
You didn't take all the nuts off.
Oh, sorry, boss. So he starts whipping the whale again.
There's another nut there, Peter.
Oh, stop, it can't be.
You're kidding me. You're just doing that to stir me up. I don't really make a lot of money out of these trucks. Just make a little bit on it to go out again. I just love going out the bush looking for old gear.
The truck hunters have snared the right truck for the right price and saved another classic piece of American motoring history from the junk pile.